Well, I'm back working on the Buick finally. Had a lot of other projects to do. Speedracer Megan came over and I plugged a hole in her tire and she hit a raccoon, so I fixed her turn signal on the passenger side. And then my brother came over at 7 o'clock last night, needed a wheel bearing, so I did that in his Park Avenue. That took forever. And now I'm back working on this, and I've had troubles with this too. This bolt here on the sway bar was broken, snapped off into the subframe, and I tried to drill it out. Of course, I snapped one of my bits, so I said screw it, and I found a bolt that was just a little bit narrower, and then it's a little bit longer, so I had to put washers in there. Not the right bolt, but I made it work. It'll be fine. And then I had to come over to the old subframe and spend a half hour taking this nut off so I could get to the washer that's here. Got that off finally. Now I can start working. So there's your subframe. She's pretty well rotted all the way around. And I found some rust here too, starting to go. So this thing is toast. Toast, toast, toast. But I got all that taken care of. Now I just got to mount up my little rubber bushings on this subframe and should be ready to slide her under. Sweet. Well, I kind of had an interesting problem I had to solve. These two right here, these holes are rusted out and they're too big. And the bushing, if I can get it in there, just comes straight through it almost. So that wouldn't work on the car. So what I did is they should look like that. What I did was I took a piece of the wheel bearing I changed on my brother's car, and a little oil seal from the 98 on the wheel bearings, and I made little washers out of them. Now they fit in there, and they won't come up through the hole. Just thought I'd share that. Kind of interesting. Well, I've run into a slight hiccup in my master plan. This nut that's supposed to be here is rusted out, so I can't get a bolt up in there to thread. And of course they didn't give us an access point, so I'll have to figure this out. Well, where GM closes the door, I open a window. There's that nut thing that's supposed to be on there. So, I'll see if I can make it work now. Well, the subframe's sitting in there now. I probably spent an hour and a half putting the steering rack in, because the bolt holes just didn't want to line up. Finally I got her in. That's all taken care of. And now I've got this control arm in, the ball joints all tightened up, ready to go, greased up. Now I just got to get the sway bar in link in here, bolt that sucker in, and then this side will be all done, and I can go ahead and move on to the other side. Unfortunately, this side is pretty rusty. I don't know if you can see that there, but a big hole, so I can't put that last bushing in, but 5 out of 6 ought to work. Damn rusty piece of crap. Well, she's all back together now, except I have to address this hole I made in the wheel well here. I can't leave it open because it'll get full of shit, so my solution is to use this hard drive cover. I don't remember where I got it, but I have it. I'm going to cut it and drill some holes, rivet it, use a little silicone on it. Should keep the water and dirt and dust and crap out of there. And should be good to go. So I'll go ahead and get working on that. Well, another redneck repair completed. That looks beautiful. This stuff's actually really surprisingly hard to cut, so it should last longer than the rest of the car. At least that's my thinking. Well, all done. Now for the all-important test drive. Well, so far so good. Better throw my seatbelt on. Don't want to get pulled over by the popo. It's got a slight pull to the right. Let's see what it does on the asphalt. I hear something rattling. I wonder what that is. Oh, I know what it is. It's my, it's the little things that keep the hubcaps on. Since there are no hubcaps on, they just kind of rattle. That's what it is. No worries. It does seem to ride nicer, though. I don't have to worry about the subframe breaking off. Hopefully. Yeah, 5 out of 6 ain't bad. I've driven with 3 before, so. No shaking at the stops. Nice. Well, she goes pretty good at 60, 65, past the speed limit anyway. Well, I'm happy with her. Time to turn around and go home.